Blessings, everyone. Beautiful new moon wishes, everyone. Today, I would like to do an angel animal oracle reading. Because everybody's setting their intentions, just to have the angels come through and the spirit animals to help bring a little insight and guidance while we're setting the intentions. It's what Spirit has been nudging. First, I would like to say thank you to Source for allowing me to be a medium of light. And I ask the spirit animals and the angels to please step forward so that I may bring a message for the highest good. Thank you. First, I always shuffle. 1 is to embody the energy of Source. 2 is embodying the energy of Spirit. And 3 is to embody the energy of the soul. And after I shuffle the cards, I just pull up, and the one that raises up, or if it falls out, or if it moves in the deck, is my key that this is what Spirit is asking. Cat, be relaxed and independent. Archangel Raphael. And as they draw close, the angels, Raphael, is speaking of the peacefulness, the groundedness in this new moon, and centering our health and our heart. And as I look at this, they're reminding me that the cats are Lyran, and they always accompany that Lyran spirit. They're very, very old souls. And a lot of us that have fallen in love with a cat, they're our watchers here. They've been with us many lifetimes, and they're here just to ground the energy for us and teach us how to get into that space, that centered space of peace. And everybody knows when a cat is purring, that frequency takes us into the most divine space. And so with this, they're showing the heart. They're bringing my attention to the heart space. And they're saying that as we set our intentions in this new moon, and we've embodied that light, and we've opened up the heart space, and they're showing me the green, and that's Raphael, and he's bringing through the of sound mind and body, that we're caring for ourselves, that one of the intentions that should always be set, one of the first ones, is one for ourself, self-love, self-care, self-nurturing. And they're bringing through, as we set these intentions, and we release everything that's no longer serving us, the new moon beginning, that we understand that we are co-creating, and how very important that is, that we are fully aligned in that heart space. And when we're grounded in the intention, we have to make sure before we set it that we've moved past all the monkey mind and the ideas and the fears and the thoughts of what is impossible or what a struggle something might be, that before we set the intention, just know this, because the law is that what we send out comes back. And if we're saying we want this love to work, we want this, but we have a million things that we're thinking of that go against what our heart is saying, there's that imbalance. And what we're sending into the universe is confusion. And that just brings in more of that space. So they're saying out of all of the things that's most important when we're setting the intentions, and to be fully and completely embodying that from the heart. That we have to have 100% trust. That once we have come into that space where we know without a doubt what it is that we're sending out and asking, that we know that we're going to receive that, but it's going to be in the way that comes from our heart. So this message is taking a little bit of a turn than what's written on the card, but they want it to be known that the most important part of all of this isn't that we've made the list and wrote it down, or we're doing the law of attraction where we are already seeing ourselves with the new home and we're seeing ourselves living in it. The most important part of co-creating is sorting through all the fears and all the road bumps and all the thoughts of impossibilities or challenges that we see. And sometimes the best thing to do is to imagine those things first before we set the intention. Play out, what is the worst case scenario? Would I be able to handle that if I'm trying to move into the space and it doesn't go the way I want? But it happens the way the universe presents it. And once we're comfortable with that, and we've seen the 360, and we're centered, it's still in our heart, then we're able to send that forth. We're then co-creating. We're not manifesting. We're not drawing it to us. We're creating. Because this whole beautiful experience, we wrote the script. We play the part. And the universe just meets us there. And everything that we planned before we came is unfolding. We just have to recognize that. And so, this evening's message is just remembering that as we're setting this intention and we're co-creating what is in our heart, we have to recognize that this is our story and everything is coming from inside and appearing and revealing and manifesting from this. So I thank you for allowing me to share this message this evening. It's been a very powerful day. The angels are just reminding me. I did a lot of clearing out of the old, actually purely on the guidance of spirit today. As on a personal note, I spent a lot of time this morning, quite a few hours, clearing out some things from Leslie, who is now in spirit, my husband in spirit, who passed away a little over 2 years ago now. And spirit kind of just pulled me into that space this morning and said, Renee, even before you set the intention, we have to make room in life, and we have to clear out these things, everything that's holding us back. And we may not always realize what it is. We may think that it's not attached, or it has nothing to do with the intention that we're setting. But it's the energy that has everything to do with the intention we're setting. And the things that we don't realize that are in correlation with one another certainly are. Everything is balanced here. So my lesson today was certainly, before any intentions are set, before any new life is created, that there has to be closure and there has to be energetic freeing of that space. Then to go within and make sure that I am centered in that intention fully, without fear, without doubt, and sending that forward. And so thank you for also allowing me to share a little bit of a personal experience today, because it's something I had to learn, and it's very healing. All my love, everyone. Beautiful new moon blessings.